Welcome back to the channel, you guys. It is Comic Kid here again, and today we have the Walmart exclusive Wally West Flash figure from McFarlane Toys from the DC Multiverse action figure line. Now I am super stoked as always to have a new figure, and I really am excited for this one. I love this suit that they did for Wally. And yes, they've done plenty of different suits for Wally over the years, you know, from Kid Flash to his time as Flash, and you know, some people called him just the Scarlet Speedster here, but he was technically still the Flash. But I don't know what it is about this, but this Rebirth design specifically from the Titan series that featured him when he returned, something about this suit is just incredibly awesome in my opinion, and it is definitely my favorite suit for Wally West, and I'm really hoping they bring it back one day. Now, in terms of box art, there's really nothing special to write home about for this figure. I love this photo on the back that they picked. Brett Booth is a great artist. I know a lot of people don't like him, but I really happen to like his stuff. And so yeah, all in all, standard McFarlane packaging. Nothing too exciting to write home about there, but we will go ahead and get this guy cracked open and look at all the nitty-gritty. Alrighty, now you guys, here he is out of the box and everything. Now I'm not gonna spend too much time on the actual sculpt for this guy. If you actually look closely, you can see that he is exactly the same as the Barry Allen Flash and the Reverse Flash that came before him. Obviously the paint and head sculpt are different, and you have a different chest emblem as well, but aside from a few minor tweaks here and there, they all share the exact same sculpt. Now that is certainly not a problem. I do think that is a really solid sculpt for a character built like a speedster. And I really think just a slight tweak in the paint job is a perfectly acceptable thing for McFarlane to do. He's gotten a lot of use out of that Flash sculpt already, and so can't knock him for throwing in one more. And being an exclusive figure that's a bit harder to find, I totally get why he is mostly reuse. Now, I do think it is rather impressive that just a simple paint job can kind of completely transform this figure. Like, side by side you would never know that the suit texturing is exactly the same and stuff like that unless you were obviously knowing you needed to look for it. But I mean, all the details and paint matches the actual suit perfectly fine, and so they did a really solid job there. Now, the other thing that is exactly the same as Flash and Reverse Flash is the lightning accessories here. Now, obviously, like with Flash and Reverse Flash, the coloring is a bit different. You have this nice kind of like light sky blue, not sure exactly what the color name would be on there, and you have a few little extra speckles in there as well. I'm not sure if y'all can really see those. I'm honestly not sure if this is just dirty or if that was intentional, but regardless, they do add a little bit of extra nice like texturing to the lightning that I don't think the other figures have. And then the last accessory that he comes with, as we all know with every McFarlane piece, is the DC card. Here's the info on the back. And usually the photo on the front will match the back of the box, and again, wonderful photo there, no complaints. Now, in terms of articulation, actually one thing I did want to mention, the neck on him does seem to kind of come forward a little bit too far. I'm not sure if that was done intentionally or not, but it doesn't seem to be as noticeable on the Flash or Reverse Flash figures, and it really kind of stands out for Wally here for some reason. So, not really sure what's up with that, and I'm sure once he's actually like posed in a running position, it will certainly not be as bad. But moving on to articulation, like with the other Flash bodies, he comes with the exact same points of articulation. So you have your toe joints that go like that, your ball ankles, which mine are incredibly loose. And so he might need a stand just because that's incredibly easy to move, and so that might not support his weight. But double jointed knees that work very nicely. You have pretty nice hip range there, and they go out to a full 90 degrees as well, and like so. One of the favorite things that I've mentioned about the Flash body before is that the ab crunch is pretty significant both front and back, and so I really like this sculpt for that extra range of motion there that not all McFarlane figures have. The shoulder comes out all the way, it goes up and around wonderfully, and you do have some extra range with a butterfly shoulder there. The elbows go all the way up, all the way out, and you have a ball joint wrist as well, which is a little stiff on this guy in particular, but given enough work it will give. That particular joint is a bit stiffer than that one, but it is still there. And then as far as the head goes, he looks down pretty alright, and does not really look up beyond just the straight ahead gaze, but given that slight, or that like extra curve in the neck there, that's a little understandable, and so yeah. Now all in all, I gotta say I do really enjoy this figure. Yes, it is mostly reuse, but all in all, I can't really ask much more from a Wally West figure. And he will not be side by side with Barry Allen on my shelf. I do have my Justice League and the Titans next to the Justice League, and so these two Flashes will be a little bit spaced out, but all in all, I really like him. If you guys do get a chance to find him, if you bump into him at Walmart or order him from walmart.com, I would encourage you to do so, especially if you're a fan of the McFarlane line. But that is it for today, you guys. As always, stick around for some extra photos featuring this one along with some of the other Flash figures. And as always, thank y'all so much for watching. Be sure to hit like and subscribe as well, and let me know what you think of this figure down in the comments section. But thanks again, y'all, and I will see you again real soon.